What if we lose this?
We can't.
Welcome, whanau, to another exciting playthrough of Warhammer Quest, Blackstone Fortress, with your humble host, New Zealand's #1 and 210 subscribers currently, the maoriwargamer. Playing today, Stronghold Assault, number 3. So we've worked through 6 expeditions and 2 strongholds. We're currently working with a new band of explorers, the Space Pope, Taddeus the Purifier, Missionary Zealot, Pious Vorne, Imperial Robot 025, and the Ratling Twins, Rein and Rauss. So they've fought their way in search of unlocking the secrets of the Blackstone Fortress and rescuing their friends who have been separated, lost to the labyrinth of the Blackstone Fortress. So they've collected enough clues to uncover the location of another stronghold. We've fought our way through the access route and have made it here to the Null Gravity Abyss. Sweeping shot over the Null Gravity Abyss for dramatic effect. Beautiful. Yeah, so we made it here to the 3rd stronghold, remembering that if we unlock defeat all 4 strongholds in the Blackstone Fortress, we will uncover the location of the hidden vault and be able to open up that little envelope of whatever's in there. So yeah, we fought our way through pretty unscathed actually. Rein and Rauss on 1 grievous wound, 025 on 1 regular wound. Pious Vorne and Taddeus both uninjured after their travels and challenges that we faced to get here, and ready to unlock the secrets, conquer another stronghold, and move ever forward towards the hidden vault. So we're all set up, the battlefield is set. What we're looking to do for this one, so we need to make our way here to the gravity chamber. That's going to drop us into the lower level here, and then we need to rumble out the 4 spindle drones. So these are like super powered spindle drones, so they're going to be tougher than your normal spindle drones. They may look weak and unassuming, but believe me, they aren't, or they're dangerous. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long slog walking our way through. Luckily we're not too bloodied up, but we walk our way through and uncover what these hidden enemies are. They'll randomize, so we'll see what they are if we pop into them. Otherwise we're working our way through into here, into the middle, dropping down and finishing the game. So we've got our challenge ahead, weapons loaded, archaeotechs discovered, relatively full health. I feel like we should be alright. Although, we haven't had a character death, so I'd say the closest is Rein and Rauss, although I would like Space Pope to die. Just because I feel like it adds more dramatic tension to the story. We've breezed through it. So we changed up the explorers to make it more of a challenge. It has been a little bit, but let's see if this is the challenge that's going to put someone in a coffin. So, buckle up, whanau. Sit down, relax, you know, find yourself a nice spot on the couch or on your bed, put your feet up, grab yourself a blanket, grab yourself a cup of hot chocolate, put in a couple of marshmallows in there, grab a Cadbury flake and crumble that up on top of that hot chocolate, and then maybe do a spray of whipped cream on there. You know, get yourself comfy and all relax for an exciting playthrough of Warhammer Quest, Blackstone Fortress, Stronghold Assault number 3, the Null Gravity Abyss, with your humble host, the maoriwargamer. Describe the mission, we've checked out the board, so let's kick in. We'll deal out the initiative cards and we'll kick into turn number 1.
The maglev transport comes to a rest in a small chamber, and you see before you 2 branching corridors. 1, 2. As you step into the chamber, a piercing alarm begins to blare, drowning out all other sounds. Wham, 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 wham. You recognize the alarm as being a vastly amplified version of that emitted by Spindle Drones that have become hyper-aggressive. So that sets the dramatic tone. Wham, wham, wham. Alarms going off. Alarm bells ringing. Our explorers set to make their way through into the Null Gravity Abyss and shut down the alarms there and all the evil Spindle Drones. Taddeus the Purifier taking turn number 1. Activation number 1 and turn number 1. Sure.
Alright, so Space Pope's Taddeus the Purifier has decided to go this way. On his way to the gravity chamber there. He's moved onto this square using 3 activation dice and has uncovered Hostile Group 1, a band of 8 Trader Guardsmen. So they block the way to the safe passage. So he's going to have to fight his way through. We'll go on to his last activation. What's he going to do?
Attack.
Attack 2 purples. Using his servo skull.
Servo Stella.
1 Grievous. Killing off the leader.
Still gotta use another dice to attack again.
He's going to use a Blackstone dice there.
Oh, hold on, no. Sorry, don't actually use another one. Once for the cost of a 5 plus can attack twice.
Alright, go 2 purples. 1 regular wound. Alright. And that's going to mark the end of Space Pope Taddeus turn activation 1, turn number 1. On to Rein and Rauss, the Ratling Twins. Ratling Twins, Rein and Rauss activation turn 1. Grapple Hook Bro is going to fire for a 6 plus to get to there. And then they're going to use double team 1, 2. He's going to move 1, 2. Then another double team 1, 2. And 1, 2 into cover there on that square. We're going to use a Blackstone dice on double team again. He's going to take a shot in with his stub pistol. He is at range 2 to 3. So let's shoot in. Blank. This guy's going to move. And that'll end their activation for turn 1. Pious Vorne, Missionary Zealot, moves at a speed of 3. So has rapidly raced across the from the maglev transport up into here. And if we know anything about Pious Vorne, those cleansing flames will set you free. So we're going to unleash 2 blues into them. Oh, you suck. Another 2. There's this last activation dice. 1 Grievous, 1 wound. So it's going to wipe out this bunch. And we've got one last Destiny dice you can use. So go ahead, Pious Vorne, 1 more cleansing flame in there. Grievous and a wound. So kill 1. So roll the Blackstone dice. For 3 or lower. Nope. And that will end the activation for Pious Vorne into Ur-025. And the Imperial robot Ur-025 is going to stomp across the battlefield, moving 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. And that shall end this activation for turn number 1. Onto Hostile Group 3, who has not yet been revealed. And so that'll mark the end of turn number 1. We'll reshuffle out the initiative cards here and see what happens. We'll also roll off for the event phase as well. So stay with us. So closing out turn number 1 of Null Gravity Abyss, Stronghold Assault. Just dealing out the initiative cards. 025, Taddeus, Hostile Group 2, Hostile Group 1, Pious, 4, Rein and Rauss, and 3. And it's rolled the event phase for turn 1. Rolling the event phase for turn number 1. 9. Hostiles revealed. The one closest to an explorer is revealed. So this one's going to pop up. Cool. Luckily, they're at the end. I see why they have them unrevealed. So if we rolled the initiative and they were up ahead, they might have zipped up before. Luckily, they come last on the initiative track, and that includes 2 rogue psychers and 4 negavolt cultists. So that's a big group to be wary of. We'll come back. Alright, so 4 negavolt cultists and the rogue psychers have entered the battlefield. Part of Taddeus's secret agenda is to kill a rogue psyker, so that opportunity has now arisen. To get through to the Null Gravity Abyss over there, we're going to need to fight our way through 4 traded guardsmen and then a big group of enemies here, so it's going to be rough. But we'll do our best. 025 activating first, turn number 2. Alright, so turn 2, activation 1, 025. There's our destiny roll, so we've got no destiny dice supporting us this round, which kind of sucks. 025, he's going to use rush movement, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stand here behind cover, and that's the end of his turn. It's pretty useless actually. Very slow moving, only 3 activation dice too because he's wounded. Yeah, yikes. On to Taddeus the Purifier. Space Pope Taddeus the Purifier, using his servo stubber. On a 5-up dice he gets to shoot twice, so rolling in. Oh, 2 blancos. Oh, 2 blanks. Ew. Oh, not very good. 1 grievous. 1 guy's dead.
Go attack again.
And 1 regular wound. 1 more guy's dead. Not very good rolling though. He's not going to achieve his hidden agendas. Hostile group 2 are not on the field. Hostile group 1 now. The traded guardsmen, last 2 remaining. Alright, last 2 remaining traded guardsmen out of the 8 that came in. Behaviour 1. That's going to be good. They are close. So they're going to be falling back. Double this hostile's move. They move out of sight of the explorer. So double a move. So it goes to movement 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good actually. That's very appropriate considering the circumstances. So they just watch the guardsman sergeant and 5 other guardsmen be blown out of, wiped out by fire and bolter gun. So yeah, they turn tail and run, which is good for us. Pious Vorne up next. Her activation. So Pious Vorne has moved forward and spouting out the cleansing flames, landing 2 regular wounds onto the negavolt cultist. So we get 2 up. Their Voltergeist field enables when they're all bunched together. So 2, 2, 2, 2. So 8, so 12 or higher, the Voltergeist field ignores the wound. Nope, so 1 wound, and then the other one, 12 or higher, also no. So 1 is barbecue ash.
Take again.
Take again, Pious Vorne. Grievous and irregular. So 12 up. Oh man, I've got to roll for rolling 2s. One failed, and the Grievous failed as well. Another dead.
Attack again.
One more attack from Pious Vorne. Missionary Zealot. Blank, blank. End your turn. On to hostile group 4, which is the Spindle Drones. So skip that. On to Rein and Rauss's activation for turn number 2. Alright, so Rein and Rauss double team 1, 2, and I'll move him 1, 2. Double team. He's going to double team 1, 2, and he is going to take a shot with his sniper into the Negavolt cultist here. Alright, so sniper shot Rein and Rauss into that Negavolt cultist. He is in cover. So rolling off to hit. That's a hit. It's reduced because he's in cover, but a hit from the sniper, it is the precision shot rule. Oh no, it's called high impact. So he suffers an additional wound. So rolling off the Voltergeist field, and he's on his own. So he's looking for a 20. And it's not a 20, so he takes 1 regular wound. And last activation dice, double team again. Going to fire the sniper into that same Negavolt. Again, same as before, 20. And so he's dead. Voltergeist field does not protect him. And I'll just check if how far his pistol is. So Rauss stub pistol into the Rogue Psyker, hitting on a square dice, blank. So that finishes his activation, and on to the final activation for turn number 2 from this hostile group 3. Alright, so behaviour roll we'll start with the Rogue Psykers. 13. Alrighty, so rolled a 13 on the Blackstone dice for the Rogue Psykers. 13, they are close. So 13 is Onslaught. Onslaught is attack the closest explorer, then attack the closest explorer. So attack twice. So it'd be this little dwarfy. Yeah, for sure, because he's the closest in a straight line. So Rogue Psyker number 1. These are pretty cool looking models, pretty neat. Add them to your Chaos armies. Or maybe I'll use them for my...
This is quite
probably need to do that. He's going to unleash some psychic magic onto the little Ratling Twin Rein. Here's his 2 attacks. 1 regular wound, and we get to make a defense roll of a purple as well. And we save it. Yoo! His twin brother, so you know we've got 2 Ratling Twins and 2 Psyker Twins. He's going to make an attack into him as well. 2 perps, 1 Grievous, 1 purple defense. Suffer 1 Grievous wound. So these 2 that were already on 1 Grievous wound, so they're on 2 Grievous wounds now. 2 left. Alright, so they're only got 2 wounds left to take, and the Negavolts are up next. We do have the Hospitalier med pack that we picked up. Not looking too good there, not looking too good. This only heals regular wounds, not Grievous. Behaviour roll for the Negavolt cultist. That's a 6. He's going to hold. He has no line of sight to an explorer. So hold, what does that do? Do nothing. So he's going to stay still where he is. We're going to reshut. That's going to end turn number 2. So Rein and Rauss are bleeding heavily. Nothing they can do to recover those wounds. Well, it's looking pretty dangerous. We've got a path to go as we head towards the Null Gravity Abyss. There is the initiative deck rolled out for Turn number 3. And let's roll the Blackstone dice to check the event phase. Number 3. Number 3, unfulfilled destiny. Do not make a destiny dice roll at the start of this turn. Yep, that can't be good. But we'll kick in a turn number 3, activation number 1, Rein and Rauss. Alright, so Ratling Twins, they're going to move 1, 2, double team, and he is going to double team that way as well. So in cover behind that wall, looking at the remaining hostiles on the battlefield. Last activation, they will double team again. 1, 2. I'm going to leave that discovery marker for my teammate, because I feel like these guys could potentially die. He's going to use his stub pistol, shooting into the rogue psychic. Blank. Yikes. That's the end of his activation. On to 025, the Imperial robots. 025, he's only got 2 dice to go as well. 1, 2, and 1. A rush action. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, stay there. And end his turn there. He's going to go into Overwatch with his last dice. And then on to Pious Vorne. Pious Vorne. Going to move 1, 2, 3, and look to cleanse these heretics. The cleansing flame of the Emperor. Blank and a wound. These boys make a defense roll, I do believe. So they have a psychic shield on a 20. The wound is ignored. Good luck.
Instead of on 20.
Wow. 1 wound.
Alright, take again.
Oh, that's your last one.
Oh, I had 2 left. Because he got the move for free.
Oh, yeah. So again, blank in a thing. Roll a 20. 17.
Take again.
That's dead. And 1 more. Blank, blank. Done. Did his job though. He wiped out a rogue psyker. 1 more left. 1 negavolt and 2 traded guardsmen. Into hostile activation number 4, which is the Spindle Drones, so that's ignored. And then Taddeus the Purifier's turn.
Which I will heal your robot.
So what's that ability called?
Rally and Cry.
Rally and Cry recovers regular wounds. So 0025 back to full health. Thank you, mate. Hostile group 3 activating. Rogue Psyker to start. Looking for a big 20. 13. So that is engage. An onslaught, so 2 attack actions. Cool. So 2 purples into Pious Vorne. 1 wound. 1 defense roll on a square. It's a blank, so 1 regular wound onto Pious. And onto a roll for the negavolt. 16. So he is going to charge. He's got his pick actually. Alright, so the negavolt cultist is taking an onslaught action, moves to the closest enemy. So he's moved 1 square forward and he's got 3 enemies within 1 hex of him. Now my dude is Rein and Rauss is bloodied up. He's only got 2 wounds left. So kind of don't want him to hit him. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to find his target. 1, 2.
It's cocked.
That's cocked.
It's cocked.
Yeah.
It's cocked.
1, 2. Oh, 2.
Rigged.
Alright.
It's rigged.
So through the luck of the dice, Rein and Rauss avoid this attack. Pious Vorne stands and watches in horror as his master, Taddeus the Purifier, comes under the onslaught of an angered negavolt cultist. Negavolt Whirls up his Electro Goads. And he is going to swing in. 2 shots, purple dice. Or 1 regular wound. You don't get to make a defense roll against his weapons. So that's a straight hit. Lightning arc wound. Ignores cover. No defense roll can be made against a wound or grievous wound. That's alright, you can recover that with your prayers. Onto hostile group 2, who is not yet activated. And onto hostile group 1, the Trader Guardsman. Roll the behaviour roll. 16. So 16, Trader Guardsman is charged, so they're going to move and attack. So dude here is going to move into that square and roll in for against Pious. Sniper mate's going to stay there and sniper back. So las gun range 2, he's going to shoot into Pious. Grievous, roll your defense. Grievous defense, he's good. Lucky. And then grenade dude. He's rolling a square. 1 wound. Blank, so 1 wound to Pious Vorne. Missionary Zealot. And that's going to end turn number 3. So Pious on 2 wounds, Taddeus on 1 wound, Rein and Rauss on 2 grievous wounds. 025 is so slow, he's staying out of all the big combats. He might win merely because everyone else kills themselves by the time he gets to the battle. Yeah, bloody interesting. So we're going to reshuffle our initiative cards. We're going to roll the event dice and see what's going to happen. Stay with us. Warhammer Quest, Blackstone Fortress. Alright, so event roll for end of the turn, turn number 3. Let's see, 9 or 6? Yeah, I want to say that's a 6. Yeah, the other one is hostiles revealed, which might make it harder. That was a 6. It's number 6, not dead yet. Must pick 1 hostile that was slain during combat and is not returned. Deploy them as close to an explorer as possible. Alright, so we rolled number 6, not dead yet. So 1 hostile slain during combat. It was out of these 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, bringing back a rogue psyker. It's good for you, Taddeus. Cool. So this is another little thematic narrative element. So we thought we killed that rogue psyker. We merely destroyed an apparition or an illusion. So Taddeus stands ready, starts shouting some lines from the Bible. You shall not pass. Look at that beautiful paintwork on Taddeus, actually. Man, I am good. That's things set up. There is our initiative track. So Taddeus goes first. Oh, that's why you wanted him by you. Sneaky guy. And rolling destiny dice for turn 4. I'm going to activate the support systems on the long hauler Gamma. So cogitator bank, except all doubles. So we've got full complement of destiny dice to accompany us into turn 4. We'll go into that one right away. Activation by Taddeus, the Purifier. Alright, activation number 1 of turn number 4, Taddeus. He's just rolling straight in with a punch. And it's a Blanku. It's going to go another one. Blankzilla. Grievies. Ignores on her too. 20. That's not ignored. So is he dead?
How many words is that?
1.
1. Oh, well, yeah, how many words does he have?
2.
Well, he's not dead yet.
Oh, okay. 1 more. 1 more. Okay. Oh, and a 20.
He's inspired.
He's dead. So Taddeus the Purifier has purified the rogue psyker, or has he? Remember his hypnotic illusions.
Now he's going to.
Oh, wait, I glued this one. Want to be careful with him. He's killed him, become inspired, and we're moving on to Pious Vorne.
No, he's going to use a destiny dice now. 2 destiny dice to move. 1, 2. And he's going to use a 6 to heal both of them.
No, it doesn't heal all of them.
Yep, everyone on the same hex.
Wipes out all wounds.
Oh, 1 wound. Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there, mate. Alright, I'll kill you. Pious Vorne feels recharged. You know, he's inspired himself. He's come over. He said a little prayer, healed himself, and Pious Vorne is going to unleash some cleansing flames onto what this guy.
Yep.
Back here.
Yep.
Alright. 1 wound.
Damn.
Oh. Yeah.
What'd you roll?
No, that's one. That's 1 wound. You guess? Hasn't he got 2?
Oh yeah, they got 2.
Yeah, they got 2.
Alright, again.
And he's going to do it again. 2 blanks. Oh, golly gee willikers goodness. Alright. This is one done. Going to be hostile group 3 activating now. Alright, hostile group number 3. Behaviour roll. 20. Yow. So he is engaged. And I don't like the sounds of this. He's going to do an action called Annihilate. That doesn't sound too friendly. Place the empowered marker beside the rogue psyker. Then attack an explorer that is adjacent and visible. Rerolled failed attacks. And he remains empowered for the rest of the game or until he dies. So the rogue psyker is going to swing in empowered, attacking Taddeus the Purifier, who is inspired. He rerolls failed attacks. Which is just as well. Oh, lucky. Very, very lucky. Escapes. Negavolt Cultist, he is rolling a 20. Engage. Fury. Take an onslaught action, reroll failed attack rolls. Yikes. That's attack and then attack. So that one, he's got his choice of target. Rein and Rauss. Pious. 1 to 3, Rein and Rauss. 4, 5 or 6. Pious. Pious.
That's convenient.
So 2 attacks, re-roll these failed attacks. Grievous. And 1 defense roll, square dice. Pious Vorne. 1 grievous wound. Ouch. But at least he survived. We didn't get out of that. Got out of that one pretty alright. And Rauss double team, sniper rifle and stub pistol, unleashing into the Negavolt cultists here. 1 purple dice each, and same again with a destiny dice. 1 grievous, 1 wound on a 20. Nope. So we get 1 wound. They're just going to do the last one with their last activation as well, actually. As well. Grievous, yeah. That should be enough to kill him. Nope. Nope. Dead. So that's 1 to the Ratling Twins. Hostile group 2, which is not yet here. So 025. So he's got 3 dice. He is going to move. 1, 2, 3. And yay, he can finally do an attack. Imperial robot 025 finally enters the battle after 4 turns. He's going to open his assault cannon into the Traitor Guardsman first. 2 attacks. Blues. Oh. 1 more attack. Grievous and a regular, nothing. So 1 wound he gets 1 more wound left. So yeah, this dude arrives and does a whole lot of nothing. Behaviour roll for hostile group 1, the last group to activate. Whoa, lucky. So again, twice in 1 expedition they will fall back, frightened with fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Terrified as they are of the heroic explorers that are dismantling the defences and eliminating the hostiles out of the Blackstone Fortress, they turn tail and run. Rogue Psyker is there to hold them off entirely. We're reshuffling out the initiatives for turn number 5. Chugging along. Let's check the event table. 15. Alright, so 15, someone gets an inspiration point. Yeah, put it on to you, you got 3. We get 1 destiny dice going into turn 5. That is the initiative. Going to activate the Clarion support system so we can make a gambit roll without the cost of an activation dice. So I'll make a start. Rein and Rauss. Well, you can go first.
What is it, agility?
Agility, yeah. Rein and Rauss gonna go.
Yeah.
Nothing. Who's that?
Pious.
Taddeus. Oh, I'm going to make 1 for 025. Gambit. He's going to move up 1 step. And Taddeus the Purifier, square dice. Roll a blank. Oh, I knew it. Predicted the future. So that's a table set. Hostile group 3 is going to kick us off for turn number 5, activation number 1. Alright, so the last remaining hostile of hostile group 3, the Rogue Psyker, is going to roll the behaviour table. 8. That sounds a bit safer. 8, he is engaged, hostile, attack and attack again.
You said it sounded safer. Who's the shady guy?
So double purples. You.
It looks...
So 2 psychic onslaughts unleashed into Pious Vorne. Oh, you've only got 2 left.
Yeah.
Alright, into Pious Vorne. Or a Grievous and a regular. So
You had to go with the grey defense.
save your, that's your Grievous, roll for that first. Another Grievous, and roll for that last one. Yeah, you saved it. So he's on another red Grievous wound. Ow. And 1 more attack from the Psyker. RIP Pious Vorne.
Stop attacking!
A Grievous. You had plenty of chances to flamethrow him.
Yeah.
Oh!
Foolish priest, you cannot hope to resist the power of chaos. No! Emperor protects us all. I pray, Holy Emperor, protect me. I am the Missionary Zealot. I must protect my master. Imagine lightning bolts there. No! Pious Vorne, R.I.P. Gone, but never forgotten.
So yeah, just a bit of fun there. Pious Vorne downed. So he's not out of action. He's out of action, but he's not dead. We roll that at the end of the game, I do believe. Skips his turn. He was up next on the initiative track. Goodbye, Pious Vorne. Taddeus, get some revenge for him, mate. What did we lose?
Where's the second purple?
What if we lose this?
We can't.
Revenge shot from Taddeus into there for killing his apprentice. Oh, some good ones. So he's failed one of those defense rolls, the psychic shield. One more, 16 plus. Oh, he is alive and he is a kicking. One more left.
Attack again.
Attack again. On a 16 plus, he will survive. He is dead. The was old grandpa voice. That was for you. Okay, grandpa voice. That was for you, Pious Vorne, for the Emperor. 025 wipes this guy out, this wounded traitor guardsman, with his orange power claw. Pious Vorne is out of action. He's suffered 2 grievous wounds, 2 regular wounds. So once we get out of here, if we get out of here, we're going to roll for him to survive, and he'll survive if he rolls a 3 or higher. So that's going to be something interesting to stay tuned for come the end of the game, so don't miss out on that. Alright, so end of the turn for turn number 5. Rein and Rauss move forward up to here. Old mate here dealt a regular wound onto Rein. So he's still in the game. He's got 1 wound left, so we need Taddeus to pray or to use that Hospitalier med pack. But we'll re-roll initiative, check the event phase, and go into turn number 6, Blackstone Fortress. Alright, the state of our battlefield here as we enter turn number 6, or is it turn number 7? 6. 1 hostile left on the battlefield. The Spindle Drones down there, the alarm's going off. Wham, 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 wham. There's our initiative track for turn number 6, and rolling a Blackstone dice for the event phase for turn 6 as well, for the previous turn. 16. Heroic efforts. Oh no, that's 16, not 18. Damn it. I thought this heroic effort picks an explorer out of action and bring him back. No, it's inspiration. I'll give it to Rein and Rauss. Just because they already got an icon. Cool. Going into turn number 6. Hostile group 2, so not yet revealed. Hostile group 3, roll the reinforcement roll. Oh, they do reinforce. Through the portal, the rogue psychers return to the battlefield behind our explorers. We're down 1 explorer as well. That's just going to disrupt things, although that's the end of their turn over. Taddeus' turn there. So we'll continue with our action. Alright, so Taddeus moves forward. His rallying cry heals Rein and Rauss. And he did manage his wound with his servo stubber there. So on to hostile group 4, Spindle Drones, hostile group 1. That dude attacking back, behaviour roll. 19. Yeah. So he's going to move and attack. One purple. Grievous. Let's say it's 025 because he's unwounded. No, let's say it's Taddeus. Taddeus, roll. Blue defense.
Purple defense.
Oh. One, so he just takes a regular wound as a result. And that's his turn. Rein and Rauss now. Alright, so Rein and Rauss, the Ratling Twins, right at the gravity chamber, heading down to there. So there is a rule on that one, Explorer. There's a rule on that one, forget what it is.
All explorers have to be down there.
They're over here, the boys are back here, and the rogue psychers are there. So we might be able to escape and get down, finish it. Surely 4 Spindle Drones can't be that hard, but we're going to find out. End of turn number 6, Blackstone Fortress. Null Gravity Abyss. Our heroes are about to step in to the Null Gravity Abyss. 1 hero explorer can go down there per turn. Rein and Rauss are bloodied to bits. So not likely to be them heading down there. Best one would be actually. Robot versus robot. It's going to drag things out a bit longer. So I hope you stay with me, whanau. Don't go anywhere, stay entertained. We're coming to an epic conclusion soon. I'm going to re-roll initiative, and I'll reshuffle the initiative deck. Roll the event phase. 17. Inspiration. So I'm going to give that point of inspiration to 025. That's what our initiative deck is looking like. Stay with us. Blackstone Fortress, turn number 7. Alright, so rolled a 5 on the Blackstone dice. So that triggers the disrupt action. 1 unspent destiny dice or activation dice is removed. So good for me. Means that they're not going to come after 025, and we can continue our quest down to the stairway. Hostile group activation number 1. Hostile group 1 activation. Reinforcement roll. Nothing. Rein and Rauss. They're going to move here and ready. Well, actually, yeah, they're going to move here and just wait. And then on to 025. Alright. So everyone is here and ready at end of the turn for turn 6. Or turn 7. Next turn we should be ready to head down into the gravity chute. So stay with us there. We're doing alright. Number 6 brought back a hostile traded guardsman back here by us. Just as we look to get out, one of them runs back in. So everyone turn your sights to that guy, and we'll move into turn number 8, Blackstone Fortress. Alright, whanau, so turn number 8, there is our initiative. So 025 kicking off. It's going to use a destiny dice to move onto the gravity chute and move down here. Now he has to roll his, re-roll his activation dice. Re-rolling those initiative dice, activation dice for 025, 4 or higher is automatically discarded. Hey, did alright. I still have all my destiny dice there. So we should be alright. Although I know that these Spindle Drones are somehow super powered, so we'll figure out how super powered. 025 is going to unleash his Power Claw. Alright, so after all of that, we kill 1 Spindle Drone. We need 3 more to kill, and 025 needs to survive the rest of the turn for his mates to show up. Rough. Hopefully he can hold out as we move on to Taddeus' turn. who is up here in the upper level. So Taddeus is going to hang out there and do nothing, and the Spindle Drones are going to activate. They automatically take onslaught actions. So onslaughts from the highest level of Spindle Drone. That is attack and then attack. So hitting on blues. 1-1. 025 is the mobile bastion of defense though. So he's going to make 2 defense rolls. +1 and he rerolls failed. 2 grievous passes. He is a tank. Next one's going to move forward, make their 2 attacks onto her. 2 grievous wounds. Oh, 2 grievous defenses though. Oh no. Oh. 1 reduced to a grievous wound and 1... No, you need to keep those. 1 regular... So, has only got 1 more wound left. And then the last Spindle Drone's going to move and then attack. Oh, we've got 1 Explorer out of action. And could very potentially have 2 out of action. Last one, Onslaught action. Okay. Let's go defense. Yo! He's good. He's good to go. He's still chugging. Rein and Rauss activation. Fast forward that. The Rogue Psychers. 6. I think that's Disrupt. That's all good. Fast forward. Oh, reinforcement roll. Nothing. Good to go into turn number 9. Blackstone Fortress. Long game. An event roll to end turn number 8. 19. 11. Hostiles revealed. That'll be these.
That's not going to be an stress anyway.
Yeah, they're too far away to matter, but that is 2 Chaos Space Marines, 4 Chaos Beastmen. Alright, turn number 9. There's Hostile Group 4 showing up. Shame they didn't show up sooner. Hostile Group 3, the Rogue Psychers, they came back down the chamber here, down this corridor to the Null Gravity chute. Takes us to here where 025 is valiantly holding out. There's our initiative track for the next turn. Get straight into it. Alright, so nothing of interest happened there for the for activations 1 and 3. No reinforcements dropping in and nothing cool. Taddeus is dropping down the gravity chute and he's gonna bring the pain to the Spindle Drones. Alright, Taddeus is down here. He's ready to chop in and spread the good news. Read the good book, the Bible. Spread the message of the Holy Emperor of mankind, ready to swing in with his power more. Alright, so the Chaos Space Marines Alright, so the Chaos Space Marines have moved forward, the Chaos Beastmen as well. Rein and Rauss waiting at the gravity chute. And Taddeus managed to tank on 2 of the 3 remaining Spindle Drones. So we're going into 025's activation now. Rein and Rauss are just hanging out and waiting for the chute to open to allow them down. We're going to make it, whanau. I do believe. We will make it. Believe in me, as I believe in you. Alright, 2 purple dice rolling into the Spindle Drones. There we go, 2 wounds delivered. 4 wounds remaining. And we've got 1 more Destiny dice left to spare. Oh, shit. Alright, that one's still ongoing. We're going to go one more turn and we'll be done. Roll the event dice. 8. Find out what that is, re-roll the initiative and come back for what should be the last turn whanau. Exciting Blackstone Fortress content. Alright, so 8 is a not dead yet result as all hostile markers have been revealed. So Spindle Drone returns to Hassel, Rein and Rauss. We're heading into turn number 10, Blackstone Fortress. What a bloody lengthy stronghold. That's the state of our table right now. Hostile group 2, so these boys, what's going to happen? They're not visible to anyone, they can't do anything. 8, so these boys just advancing. And too little too late. If they came in right at the start, they could have done some real damage. They're not going to. Taddeus is going to roll off his attacks into the final one. He's got 4 wounds remaining. Alright, so Taddeus has destroyed the final Spindle Drone. And we're just going to fast forward straight to the end there as Rein and Rauss are going to hop down the gravity chute and then get evacuated. Back to the safety of Precipice. So we'll see you there with another stronghold successfully conquered, the Null Gravity Abyss. Alright, whanau, so that is the end of Blackstone Fortress, Stronghold Assault number 3, the Null Gravity Abyss. Alright, whanau, so that is the end of Blackstone Fortress, Stronghold Assault number 3, Null Gravity Abyss. So we take that card, we add it to our legacy deck. It's big stacked right now. And we managed to make it out almost successfully alive. Rein and Rauss, bloodied. 025 almost died. And he was out of action. So we're going to roll for him. He has 2 grievous wounds. So we need a roll of 3 or higher to keep him in the game. He is good to go. So he makes a recovery. He's back on board the deck to join us for continued battles. 025, slaying the final Spindle Drone, recovers the Stronghold artifact Spindle Drone Amulet. So if he gets attacked by a Spindle Drone, it always attacks with threat level 0 and must re-roll successful attack rolls, so that'll keep him alive if he ever faces off against Spindle Drones in the future. Would have been well needed in that battle just had. So yeah, we are back to Precipice. We recovered. We've got a whole bunch of archaeotech to haul off and buy some more items. Still no trace of our friends Estrin Locano, Rogue Trader Janice Drake, Gaiac Drake, and Emmeline Shadowspear. So we need to dig ever deeper into the stronghold, into the Blackstone Fortress to find them. We shall draw a legacy card. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Countdown. Cool. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legacy cards left. Shit. We don't have that much longer, so once we run out of legacy cards, we are out. So that spells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expeditions left to do. And I need to double check if I do draw a legacy card for a stronghold. Pretty sure I do, because this ends that expedition. So 5 more. We've got 2 more. We've got 1 more stronghold. So we've got at least 2 with the final stronghold in the hidden vault. So we've got 3 expeditions we can use. We've got no clues at the moment, so we're gonna have to start digging all over again. But whanau, I hope you enjoyed that Stronghold Assault, this episode of Blackstone Fortress. Very long, very lengthy, so I hope you You may need to digest it in 2 parts. I'm not going to split it into 2 parts, it's too much editing work. So yeah, just sit yourself in for a nice marathon adventure through a Blackstone Fortress playthrough with New Zealand's #1, the Māori Wargamer. If you enjoyed this video, if you got to the very end, this is like an hour in, well, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. You stayed this long, might as well do that. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with your family, your friends. Give me tips on rules areas, your favorite explorers, all that good stuff. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you for watching this episode. Make sure you tune in next week for the next episode, another expedition through, collecting clues again, as we look to find the final stronghold. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. I am your humble host, the Māori Wargamer. Ka kite. Anō.